still.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Drummer Chris here. We come back at y'all with another vid. What we have here today, bam, that's right, and these are the Air Jordan Lows Shadows. That's right. I guess that's the name of these things, the Shadows, just because it mimics the whole silver black, you know, Jordan 1s. And you guys already know what the Shadows are. These things. So these are, of course, you guys know the OG colorways, the GOAT right here. This is actually one of my favorite Jordan 1s. I wore these quite a bit, if you guys, well, it's black on the bottom, you can't really tell. But these here, I guess that you want to call it this, but there is some very differences. There isn't like a basically a copycat and you just just chop up the highs, which is, it's fine. But I don't think they should call these the Shadows, but I guess that's what they are named at. It's more just a gray and black. But these Jordan 1 Lows, how I feel about them, they hype, they cool. I think these did come in like recently during like after quarantine, so if your local area, like your local malls or whatever like that, or just like on the restocks, make sure you guys pay attention to some sites on Twitter. They always post up when these things restock all the time. Things did come out, and they're, how Jordan 1 Lows are, there's not really announcements. They just kind of just, once they get them in the shipments in the stores, they just kind of just put them on the floor. And I saw it in my area. So if you do want these things, I say go ahead and go to your local mall, see if they have them in stock, Foot Locker, Champs, Foot Action, so forth. Just all stores in general, they should have them on the floor. Depending on sizes, of course, you guys should already know, from a size 7 all the way to probably about a 9, maybe a 9.5. They're probably gonna be sold out, or they're the first one to go, because that's where that happens. But hey, they might have them just because I don't think maybe not that many people are really feeling these things here. To me, we'll get into that. But you know what? Let's just go ahead. Let's jump into this review real quick, huh? First things first, let's take a quick little 360 of these things here. Check it out, check it out, check it out. That's right. And yes, this whole entire shoe is it's pretty decent leather. It's alright. It's not nice, smooth, leather that we've been getting on all Air Jordan 1s basically. And what I do like about this shoe in particular, definitely just like how it was on the gym Reds, I believe, the whole entire shoe is leather, which is cool, because most of the time with Lows they put like nubuck or some other stuff like that, and it just looks kind of crazy. And I like it when it's just all leather. Keep all ones like these here, man. And let's just go ahead, take a look at the toe box here. If you guys can see, you guys see the whole preparations here, and it's in gray. Got your black side panels as well on the side. You got your white side panel on the middle part, and of course you have this gray Nike swoosh here as well. And on the Lows, if you guys can't see on Air Jordan 1 Lows, they have this big giant blown up stitched in Air Jordan 1 wing logo on the back of the heels, instead of how it usually is on the ankle part. Definitely on the heels here, as you guys can see, because nowhere else to put it because it's a low. And this is pretty big to me. The side as well is basically the same on the outer side as well, with the Nike swoosh. The laces here, you have that flat rope laces as well. And then to the top, to the tongue here, is this grayish nylon tongue. In the middle, you got this little this tongue lace holder, and it has the black and tag here with the 23 stitched in. And of course on the top of the tongue, on Air Jordan 1s, you got that Jumpman on top of the tongue. And inside the sock liner, you got this gray nylon sock liner, and inside you got that black insole with that gray Jumpman inside. And then on the midsole, you have that stitched in white midsole, and then on the bottoms you have that iconic Air Jordan 1 bottoms here, and it is in gray. You guys have it. These are the Air Jordan 1 Low Shadows. And I just want to say these things are pretty cool. They nice, it's low-key pretty fire for real. I like them. They cool. you know, especially if you're an Air Jordan 1 fan, or if you just like the shadows. If you don't have those did come out, I believe 2018 or 17. I can't really remember. It's one of those years. But yeah, these things are actually alright, man. It's a good alternate if you didn't have the OG highs. Here's right here, of course. Can't really compare it though, you know. It's definitely some difference. It's a light gray, there's a dark gray, the shadows, you know, so on and so forth. But hey, this is still a good looking, cool, pretty shoe here as well. And of course, it's the Air Jordan 1 Low. So this is great for summertime, especially during this time right now. You know, definitely can wear some no-show socks with these things, some shorts, something to go out in, and just something to slip on. It's pretty cool. I think this is just a simple, nice design, good to go. You know, shoe just put on, comfortable, still stylish, and of course, it's just, you know, a good summer shoe. So, and Air Jordan 1 Lows, how do they fit? I feel like they fit just like all Air Jordan 1s. That's why I will go about true to size on these things here. No need for it to go any higher than that, but yeah, man, if you guys are looking for these things, I highly recommend you guys go to your local area, or just stay alert whenever there are restocks, of course, like say via Twitter. I usually follow the sneaker Twitter or the sneakers Twitter, have the notifications on, and you never know when they'll do a drop on these things here. Usually they'll announce like there's like a restock, you know, and they'll go out pretty quickly. The problem with Lows is that no one really knows when they're gonna release, so that's why I tell you guys about when these things here, got them at the mall, you should be good to go. Resale on these things, I guess honestly I will call these things a brick as of right now. They're probably going for like maybe 120 to like, you know, 110 or something like that. These things do retail for about $90 plus tax. You're looking about like 95 to 96, right? And they're only going for like 120 to 110. I saw some sizes. It all depends. Basically, lunch money if you're trying to sell these things via locally, if you can. See, the thing is, I'm not sure if anyone really want these things. So, because not many people even know they're even out. So, not much hype behind these things at all. So, honestly, if you guys do decide to hold, they could go up to like 150 possibly. That's about it though. 150, 140. I wouldn't hold these things. This is a shoe just for personal only. I highly recommend you guys don't be trying to get a whole bunch of these things trying to resell. It's not that type of colorway. I mean, just remember with these shadows here, man, these things took a minute for these things to go up. I mean, a minute. So these things were like forever at like 220, 250 at one point. It just now recently it just kind of went up to about like what, 300, 400 right now. So yeah, these things took a minute. I'm telling you guys, these things took a good minute. I had like so many pairs of these things, and it took a minute for it to go up. So, and the same thing gonna go with these things here. I don't see these things going up at all. You know, just a personal, guys. Just a personal, and it's okay. You know, it's cool to have a personal pair sometimes, huh? Hey guys, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. These are for the Air Jordan 1 Low Shadows, and you guys let me know what do you guys think about this colorway. Are you feeling it or not? Like I said, you know, I'm a big Air Jordan 1 fan. I like this colorway. It's alright, you know, it's cool. You know, is it the best Air Jordan 1s come out? No, I do like the Gym Red ones a lot better. You know, those came out earlier this year, and they're actually still restocking, I believe. And I see a lot of people those Gym Reds or whatever. I see a lot of people did some like Chicago customized for these things, for those things. So I want to see how would people customize these things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can definitely see it'll be so easy for it to just kind of mimic how the Shadow ones would be. So all you have to do really is just paint this all black, and then you have it just like that. Or unless you want to paint the gray to be like a darker gray than that. So that's all you have to do, really. And of course the bottoms is gray, but other than that, same thing. Hey guys, that's pretty much end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about these Air Jordan 1 Low Shadows. You guys comment down below. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications for when I do drop vids. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media at Jumpman Chris on IG. Sometimes I'm on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. Anyway guys, appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm Jumpman Chris. Peace.